Hello, today I'm going to be talking about the 11th of October, which was a Wednesday. So, big news, Mike is finally returned. Mike Bandoni, the one, the legend, Mr. B-Boy Breaks Function himself, is back. He's back from illness, which was a surprise because I saw him on Tuesday. I just had my headphones in walking to class, I saw him, and like he was just, "You're right, Josh." It was just, yeah, he caught me by surprise. But we had him for tutorial employability today. We had him for employability. So he made us go on Grofar first to complete some stuff, but it turns out we already completed it all during Sean's thing. So that was short lived. We all said, yeah, we all finished it already, and Mike was just, oh, okay. Um, so we went on to the main chunk of. No, let's not jump ahead. Um, Pretty much, he asked us to like add skills and stuff to the actual thing. Oh wait, and one thing we didn't do, we had to add a achievement or something or a qualification that we have. That was weird. So all I really put was my level 2 course because it counts, I guess. Which, by the way, I have a certificate for that now, and it says I have a diploma, which boosts the confidence because I have a diploma in education, but I don't think it counts because level 2 is GCSE grade. So I just have something now that I have a GCSE diploma. But it's a nice piece of paper. It's just, oh look, he's passed. So I have a certificate. Yay! I hope I get one from this year because that's an A level diploma. Like that stuff adds up. I'll take it. Um, but we just had to fill that out on Grofar. After that, we spoke about venues and knowing your local music scene and how important everything is and all that stuff, which Mike has hammered on about before, which is true because if you don't know where to start, then you sort of chuffed anyway. Um, so I already knew a few places, thankfully, because of that big brain knowledge. Um, so pretty much he spoke about how the level threes last year had to make somewhat of an interface on like music scenes, like music venues, music shops, just those sorts of places just the local music scene from. We weren't sure how far to go, so we went all the way from London to like Thiel and Thatcham. Well, Thiel and Thatcham to me is that way, and London is that way for me. So, um, yeah, Um, I worked on the Thiel and Thatcham side because I live close to Thiel anyway. But we went through the some places. We named some pubs: the Water Tower, the Eagle, the Good Company, the Pitcher and Piano. Then we went into some shops that actually do gigs, such as I know Hickeys do them last year because Velvet, me and the guys in Velvet went in there one time to ask. It is acoustic sets, so no heavy metal bands. Um, And as long as you have songs that you've released on Spotify, maybe they put you in a little poll and they pull you out. It's like, oh, congratulations, and they pay you like £6 a person, which yeah, I know is minuscule money, but I think about it. You're doing free gigs to say, oh, we'll pay you a fiver. I'll take it. Money is money at the end of the day. Um, HMV do them. I'm not as I'm not sure what HMV do specifically, such as well, I'm just not sure. So there's that. Then we just sort of said, well, he said venues. He didn't say how big, so we added the O2 Arena, we added Wembley, we added the Hexagon Theatre. There's apparently, according to Luca, the Oxfam store near Market Street apparently does gigs as well. I'm not sure what, but oh, I walked past there a few times. The shop seems small, but it could be bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. So there's that. So we filled it all out, and that was his class done. So then Sean took over in employability, no, in tutorial. And really, in tutorial, we just had to fill out a questionnaire on Pro Portal and another thing, like a census thing. Is like, I am happy about. I need help with this. Da 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 da. Oh, sorry. which is preparing us for our like work review piece. Where last year it was always with Mike or Ed, um, and they'd look through all our work and they'd say, right, you need this is good, this is good, this needs work, this needs good, and then they just upgrade your grade colors, which is good because I was shown mine. It's reds and oranges. And I have one green. I have a month to get those reds and oranges into just straight greens because I am not going through just passes. It's level 3 year 1 and I'll be damned if I'm getting just passes. I want to get at least over half merits. If I can get one distinction, I'll be happy, but I'll probably won't. But I don't know because I don't really know the in-depth criteria on what makes something a merit, what makes something a distinction. Because last year in the briefs, we were given some idea. We were told, okay, you need to do this to a semi-high standard for a merit. You need to do this for an extremely high standard for a distinction. That makes sense. But for level 3, I'm not sure what in-depth is because a merit last year might be a pass this year. So I'm not sure. I'm guessing, but I'm guessing it's the same as last year, but you just have to do more work. I don't know. Obviously, some things have changed, like research logs. You have to do Harvard referencing, but we're provided a site for it, so it really doesn't matter. But there's that. So we filled out the questionnaire. I finished a bit early, so I did some. Not proud of it, but I did some window shopping on like Harley Benton website. I found some good stuff. So, but unfortunately, all the good guitars I found were in the thousands. And there was this really nice red and black merged Explorer. So it's like it went from red to black. It's gorgeous. But I'm getting distracted. So in the afternoon, we had our recording session. But unfortunately, Ellis was sick and Raja just wasn't in that day. So it was literally just me, Dan, and Tilly. So we told Sean this, and he was just like, "Oh, okay." And then Tilly asked, "Can we practice our set on the pods because we had to change some songs?" He said, "Fine." So we practiced Bad Romance, but I had to stop for a bit because I'm not flipping you off, but I cut my finger, so I couldn't really play it because there was a bit where I had to slide, and like muscle memory, I can really only do it with my middle finger. But there's that. So I left, and while I was walking past the stage, Rich flagged me and said, "Oh yeah, can you play Do You Know In the End by Linkin Park?" I said, "Yeah, if you tell me the notes, I'll be able to play it because I know the song anyway." Um, it's like, yeah, it's I believe it's like an F, an A, an E, and a something. I can't remember. If memory serves, a G, no, an F sharp, an A, an E, and a C, but I can't remember. And I got a nice compliment, because he was talking to Lewis in Group A, because I had to play with the people in Group A. He was just like, "Oh yeah, this is Josh. He's a really good bass player," which tickled my heartstrings and made me feel nice. So, Rich or anyone, if you are watching this, please let me in house band again this year. Last year was really fun. I want to do it again this year. I really want to do it. But predominantly, I played in the end with Linkin by Linkin Park and Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. I've played Smells Like Teen Spirit so many times now. I just hate it. It's just so boring. And playing it on bass, because I've never actually played it on bass, but it's literally, I guess I just played it as if I was playing it on guitar. It's so boring. Like, it's just 4 notes half the time, just do 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 do. And it only changes during the bridge where it's like do 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 bow bow now. That's it. It's just nothing. It's why I sort of don't like playing bass as much because songs like that are somewhat fun to play on electric and lead are just a bit dead on bass. It's always the case. The ones that are fun on one are terrible on the other. Like for instance, I'll provide an example. Smoke on the Water, right? Every guitarist knows the intro riff and maybe the verse. Like, that's banging to play on lead. It's so much fun to play on lead, even though it's easy because just da 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 da. It's so much fun to do, but on bass it's just so dead because you haven't got the arpeggiated fifths that you can play with a chorus effect. You haven't got the sustained chords. You haven't got the power of it. It's just dead. But overall, Wednesday in a whole was good. It's good to have Mike back, and it was just a good day. Sorry that I ended up ranting and rambling a bit at the end, but yeah, that's everything that's happened this week, and I shall speak to you next week.